Well, good morning, YouTube. Hey guys, up and early again, ass crack of dawn. It's not actually that early, it's about 8:30, but got some errands to run before we open today, so gotta get on the road, go do some stuff. Hey guys, that's right, we're back at Harbor Freight again. Need some casters for those new lifts. I'll explain in a minute. Hi guys, some of the more astute viewers may have noticed yesterday that the big red lift that we have outside of the tent was laying on its side. Now I didn't focus on it, but I noticed when I was editing, you could tell. That's because we're working on it.
It went on a diet. You got one bolt here, and then it's got double side tape on it too. Ours. I got it. And on yours, you take a couple of the bolts out. Yeah. On there, so okay.
All right guys, so the problem we're having with the new lift is they come with these casters and there's pockets built into the bottom of the lift. The other end of those casters at the top of the lift, there's a threaded shaft that you can screw down, which makes the caster protrude out the bottom and it raises the lift off the ground so you can move it around. And while in a normal motorcycle shop environment, we've got a relatively smooth, flat floor, they would probably work great. So you put all four casters down, then you can roll the lift around. But because a lot of times we're in asphalt parking lots or even this parking lot where there's, cracks in the concrete and everything, when one of those casters hits it because of the weight of the lifts, we've already broken 3 wheels off, and this is only our 3rd show using these lifts. All right, guys, so this is what the original caster looks like. So the plan was to take the threaded shaft, we're gonna weld a plate to the bottom of it, trim off this little bit here. That way we could bolt the new caster to the new plate, and that way if anything ever happens to this caster, we can still separate them and just bolt the new caster on. Now this caster should be able to handle a lot more weight and be a lot more durable. The fear is it may be too big, so we're gonna test that out and see. Now at Harbor Freight, these were the heavy-dutyest casters we could find that weren't obviously too large to fit our application. But unfortunately, now that we've tried to mock this up a little bit, these are going to be too big as well. And everything they had that was smaller than this just wasn't any more durable than what we already had on there. The big problem is most aftermarket casters you find have got that flange on it or something similar. And the casters we need have got this threaded shaft on it. So you can only find these, as far as I can tell, by going through the lift manufacturer. Now, I called them before we went to Panama City because we broke the first wheel in Daytona the very first time we tried to unload these out of the trailer. Yeah, the very first time. And they don't have them. They're out of stock. Don't know when they get them. They're on back order, just like everything else in the country. All right, so unfortunately at this point, we still do not have a good solution. So it's time to go back to the drawing board. I'm still gonna find a way to incorporate these somehow. We're just gonna have to put a little bit more thought into it. But it's time to get open. Looks like Chip and Joey are here. So let's get day 5 of Myrtle Beach Bike Week underway. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning. That's a bait shop, right? Maybe they sell waders?
Good morning, sir. And you too.
All right, guys, the one downside of here at Murrells Inlet, when it rains, we get waterfront property. So yeah, it's and that's after most of it is drained off overnight. There's times it gets really, really deep. We've had it 4.5, 5 inches deep in our work area before, which kind of sucks.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, well, it's been a fairly steady morning. Gary and I have been working on the lift. We came up with a solution, but it's by no means a good solution. So we built some wood blocks with casters on it. Once they're under there, it works perfect. It rolls around great. However, it takes 3 people to get the blocks in place.
Welcome to Myrtle Beach Bike Week.
Hi guys, so this is what we end up building for now. It's a little crude, I know, but these little taper towers on the ends, they fit right into the places on the end of the lift, and it works. Once we get the lift on these, it rolls around beautifully. Even some of these smaller cracks, it just works well. The problem is you've got to lift the lift up really, really high to get these in and popped into place, so it takes 3 people because these lifts are extremely heavy. 2 people to pick it up, 1 to pop it in. Definitely not one of my more favorable ideas, but this is just temporary until I come up with a better solution, because these wheels are broken and we've got to be able to move them around while we're here to put them in and out of the trailer. So hopefully I will come up with a better solution, but for now, this is what we got. Well guys, it's about 5:30 and again, it just died here. We've got some work on the lift. This bike here, Chip just happened to see the guy pulling through the parking lot over there leaving a trail of oil. The oil filter he had on the motorcycle somehow was cracked, so we got it over here and diagnosed it, and so we're just gonna do an oil change on it for him, get him a new filter, and get his bike cleaned up for him and on the way. But yeah, it just kind of died off. Now, sales this morning weren't bad. Again, we have more than tripled our sales from last year, but again, last year this day was absolutely terrible. So it's still not a great day, but it's way better than it was, and I'm not complaining. So I'm happy that we're up. So, but all in all, everything's been pretty good, but it's slowing down. All right, as you can see, over at the bars, things are happening. Over here in Service Land, it's almost like a ghost town. Very few people around, so we might end up closing a little bit early tonight. Who knows? I can clean it off real quick if you're really fun.
We came to Myrtle Beach Bike Week, brought our motorcycle, it broke down, and the guys at Extreme Bikes hooked us up, super friendly, and I just wouldn't go anywhere else.
Best experience ever.
Hi guys, this is Jerry and Juanita from New Jersey. They stopped by to say hi. They've been following the channel.
Nice to see you. Great show.
Great job, thank you.
Hi guys, as you can see, the sun is going down. It's about 8 o'clock and we haven't had any new business in a long time. Haven't really even talked to very many people other than that couple there, the girl with the orange dress and her fiance. Great people. We helped them fix their bike, but we just did that to help them. It wasn't really a paying job. So I was going to film me shutting the bike off, but yeah, Gary beat me to it. He walked over and turned it off as I was getting the camera ready. Pain in the butt. Those of you that have been jonesing and upset that Lily hasn't been in any of the videos, here she is.
Having a good time.
Lily, hi baby. Hey, little squirt.
Was a good girl.
Hi baby. Hello.
I'll come across that good side show. Come on.
All right, guys, I hate to do it to you right here, but this is a post-edit closing. So earlier tonight, I was standing right here in this parking lot, and I closed the video after I walked around the Beaver Bar. I went down to Suck Bang Blow, and then I came back to the Beaver Bar, and then I came back over here and closed the video. But when it came time to edit, I realized that this video was way too long to do as one. So this is enough here. We're going to end this one, and we're going to make a part 2 of the bar scene at night. So just understand when you see the next closing, it was actually the first closing, and it should all make sense. But here you guys go. Have a good night. Keep those engines running.